I'm Chris Daniels for Spotlight on America. Hundreds of military bases across the country, including one here on Whidbey Island in Washington State, have a toxic legacy from forever chemicals that are threatening the lives of families to this day. It is a contamination crisis that we first uncovered years ago, and still the military is accused of pushing back deadlines to address it. From above, Washington State's Whidbey Island is one of the more picturesque spots in this country.
A good community, especially having been a veteran, having served with the Navy.
But on the ground and beneath the surface, Matt George says there is a problem with the contamination from Naval Air Station Whidbey.
We bathed them in it, we prepared his food in it, we raised vegetables and eggs in the back, we raised chickens in the back that were all using that well water.
He literally lived on Easy Street, but says life has been anything but after his wife and young son started having health problems that he now suspects is tied to PFAS, forever chemicals from firefighting foam leaching into the water supply. When did you start to notice the health issues in your family?
He had a developmental delay. She started getting arthritic symptoms and experienced a lot of fatigue, soreness. I started experiencing gastrointestinal issues at that time.
These chemicals are a curse.
Spotlight on America first highlighted what has been dubbed the country's filthiest bases more than 3 years ago about the cleanup needs. Now the military is pushing back its timelines to tackle the problems at more than 100 of them.
So even at the worst contaminated bases, we're still at the earliest stages.
Officials are still investigating the scope and scale of it. At NAS Whidbey, that investigation is now estimated to take until 2038. And that's before any actual cleanup can start. It is concerning to Jared Hayes at the Environmental Working Group.
The Pentagon, in their fiscal year 26 budget, requested $80 million less than the previous year for environmental restoration projects.
Last year, lawmakers demanded the military stick to its original deadlines for cleanup, citing our past reporting about the health threats posed by PFAS contamination, especially to neighboring farms and ranches. The Defense Department did not respond to our list of questions about its plans. As the timelines are set back, science is surging forward.
Every few months to a year, we're learning about a new health problem that PFAS contributes to.
Dr. Lisa Patel, professor of pediatrics at Stanford and a leading national expert on children's health, is worried that national exposure isn't being taken seriously enough.
Some of the effects that we're seeing in the literature are things like increased risk of certain types of cancer, so testicular cancer, kidney cancer. There's a new really disturbing study that children are at higher risk for leukemia.
Meantime, this year's National Defense Authorization Act actually allowed the military to keep buying that PFAS-laden firefighting foam, pushing back the deadline for phasing it out.
Was my family put at greater risk because I wasn't aware of this?
George says the military has provided bottled water to impacted residents, but the whole story prompted him and his family to move away in search of healthier surroundings.
It would have just been nice to feel like there was an actual concern from the Navy as opposed to just trying to push it to the edges of the conversation until people had forgotten about it.
Meanwhile, there is the cost aspect in all of this. The Government Accountability Office suggests that the investigation and cleanup will cost $9 billion, tripling the previous estimates. We'll be watching it very closely. For now, I'm Chris Daniels for Spotlight on America.